What up, y'all? It's Legend, and I'm back here with another update on how to go 12 and 0 in MyTeam Unlimited. And this update's mainly focused on the lineup itself. Um, if you have any questions as far as specific strategy, or need any help with that, I touched on that some briefly in my previous video. You can go through that one and see some of the strategies I discussed on there and showed how to do on there. If you need a refresher on that, or if y'all want me to do a video strictly showing the strategy to use in MyTeam Unlimited, I can definitely do that for y'all as well. Just let me know in the comments. But again, this is mainly just the lineup you would want to use. And again, if you need any help as far as like what to actually do in the game, I touched on some of that in the last video. But if you want a more in-depth uh, exploration of all that, I can do a video on that. But we'll just go through the lineup here. Um, Number one, I'll show you. Where is it at? So as you can see, I already have the Moses Malone here for this month. Um, as you can see, if I go to unlimited, I already got him, so it's not there anymore. Alright, so here's the lineup I used. This is the 3.0 because as you saw last month, that was the 2.0. 3.0 is this most recent version. So basically, I mean, I have the newer Giannis, but as I said with the previous lineups, you don't have to have. You can do it with the diamond one. I mean, the biggest thing, you might lose a little bit of speed and a little bit of the three-pointer, but it's still just as good because the basic thing with Giannis is his length and the mismatch that creates with his speed and ball handling, and on defense, as I said in the previous video, he pretty much takes away one whole side of the floor with his size and ability. The biggest difference between this month's lineup and the one I used last time, as you can see, it's still an 80 overall lineup. But part of that is because, as you can see, I replaced Yao with Bowl, and the reason for that being is really I'm only using the big for number one is size, his number two is defense, and number three for his ability to shoot on the outside. Yao, obviously Yao is a much better player. He's a pink diamond compared to Manute Bol as a sapphire, but the biggest thing, like using Bowl compared to Yao, you're gonna lose some of that inside game. But again, with Giannis as the primary ball handler, you don't really need anybody to post up. He's pretty much unstoppable alone on the drive. But as you can see, I went with the same strategy, and that was size. I used, since the last video, they put out the NBA 2020 version 2 cards, or series 2 cards. So there's an updated version of this gentleman here. As I said in the last video, I can't say his name. I will attempt it. Mikuliak. They have an updated version of him in his silver, but they shrunk him an inch. He's like, this one, I believe, this one is 6'8". The new one is 6'7", and it's a silver. So again, I'm like, he's a bronze here, and it's the lowest possible card that can do what we want to do at that position. All right, so aside from that, the biggest change is also my Porzingis on this lineup is the one from the Series 2, as you can see. And the reason for that is his, I'll see if I can pull up his comp to his regular card. I mean his previous card. The reason for that I chose this one, he takes a hit. This 3 is boosted because I put a gold shoe on him, but his three-pointer and actually I think most of his offense, or a good deal of his offense, is lower than his previous card, the Series 1 card on the right. But the difference is, as you can see, the defensive stats and rebounding are so much better, as well as the athleticism on his Series 2 card. So you see his defensive stats are so much better, and again, we're using him mainly for his size and his ability to shoot. So that top three really is the same as far as Giannis is 6'11", Porzingis 7'3", and Manute Bol 7'7", whereas Yao was 7'6". But I used Bol this time because what that did was allow us to add another good-sized player into this lineup who also has the ability not just to play defense, but that could provide you with a little something on offense. So because we dropped center from a pink diamond to a sapphire Manute Bol, it allowed us to add another quality player in the starting lineup, and we're still at an 80 overall. And as you can see, my coach is the same, playbook's the same, all that's the same. So really the biggest difference between my recommendations for this month and the last video I did is, as I just said, dropping the center down to a sapphire, and that allows you to plug in another quality player in the backcourt there, that can give you a little bit more on offense. And again, he gives you, I chose Exum because he's 6'6". He's got solid badges. I think all gold defensive badges. And as you can see, his offense is solid at 85 driving layup, 86-3. He's got 86 ball handling, so he can speed boost, 80 steal, 88 perimeter defense, 86 speed through acceleration, 88 lateral quickness. These are all the things I look at. His pass perception, which allows him to pick off the computer to pick off passes on their own. Defensive consistency, help defense is very important as well. So those are all the things I look at. And as you can see with my Kuliak, I put a shoe on him. I bought the Giannis with the shoe already on him, and then I put a shoe that boosted the threes on Porzingis as well, and on Manute Bol. Now Manute Bol is a little bit pricey, but you may be able to play your lineup without him. But as I've said in the past, I recommend this because everybody in your lineup's got to be able to shoot to some degree. They've got to be respectable so people can't cheat off, and that way you can just pretty much ISO with your primary ball handler, and in this case it's Giannis or Exum. So that's my recommendations for the lineup for this month. And I do think it's of the utmost importance that you make these changes and add this extra quality player into the lineup in your backcourt. Because as I said, like everybody I played this month, if you try to run 2 bronze or silvers or whatever in the backcourt, you're probably going to get lit up, even in the zone. Because the cards that they put out since my last video to this one, some of them are just unstoppable. Like unless you have a quality player that can step up on their shots, and even then, like the Pink Diamond McGrady, Ray Allen, the Galaxy Opal Allen, Galaxy Opal Roy, all these guys, Pink Diamond Wade, a ton of them I played. These people are pulling up threes in your face, contested, and still making full bars and not even greens. So you got to have somebody, another quality player in that backcourt that gives you somebody that can step up on defense and make plays, as well as if somebody does take away Giannis, now you got another ball handler that they've got to look out for, so they can't always take everything away. You always got an option to go to. So that's my recommendation, and as you can see, it's still an 80 overall, but it's giving you a little more diversity as far as your attack goes. So that's all I got for you guys for right now. As I said, if you want any detailed explanation on specific strategies within the game, feel free to comment. I'll be glad to do it. Be glad to do a video on that for y'all, uh, more in depth than what I discussed on the previous one. And again, I hope this helps you guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.